The following program contains strong language, sexual situations, and alcohol abuse. So, if you're easily offended, you may wish to consider listening to anything but Slater's podcast. Viewer discretion advised.
Start the last hour of my life.
What's up?
Getting a morbid start.
Last hour of your life? That's what you said?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that how this feels every time?
Yeah, kind of.
How many shots have you taken in this podcast?
So this is now episode 5, season 2. Yep. 15 times 4 is what, 60?
60 shots?
Yeah.
In the course of a year?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. When you break it down like that.
It's not bad.
I've probably had 60 shots
that's only
in a semester at college, you know.
That's only like every 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's some pussy shit right there.
10 shots every 6 weeks? I can't do math. Don't
I can't either. I was really surprised about that 15 times 4.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot for me.
Wow.
Yeah, now my brain hurts.
Have you thought about Sangria Cast? Have you thought about like spinning off and having lots of different
Oh, yeah.
Wine Cast, Sangria Cast, Mead Cast,
Yeah, we've talked about different
IPA Cast,
different kind of casts.
a beer every 15 minutes? That sounds exhausting.
Oh God, that sounds like I'd throw up.
Yeah.
Maybe just have a bucket ready.
Sure.
Just vomit.
Has anyone ever thrown up?
No, not that I'm aware of. They might have, and I just don't know, and I don't think they would alert me, you know. But with that, today we have a funny guy and friend, comedian, all the above. We love him.
Say my credits.
We love him. He was on Late Show, Jimmy Fallon. He was also
nothing
on Pornhub.
Pornhub. Okay. Well, that's just a good one.
BravoCon.
BravoCon. I don't know what that is. Is that like Comic-Con, but for Bravo?
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
It's like all the Bravo celebrities.
I've heard about that. I was like, that seems sad.
It is sad, and they're so proud.
But then they were like, would you ever go to Comic-Con? I've never been, but I'm like, of course I would go. And they're like, it's just like that. And I'm like, yeah, but.
It's not. It's not. That has a more deep-rooted history.
You get to dress up.
Yeah, it's like Halloween.
And you get to be characters that you like.
Yeah.
To play pretend, be a kid again.
Yeah.
BravoCon, then you just get to indulge in the worst parts of people, right?
I would be like, my favorite part is when you guys all fight and there's drama, but you're all smiling here, and that's not interesting.
Yeah.
I'd walk out.
You watch
real
that
quick.
stuff, huh? Do you watch?
No. I know people who do.
Yeah.
And I stopped talking to them. Mainly my sister. But before I forget, we didn't get to your name. We have Tyler Groce here, everybody. How was it growing up with that name?
It's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, no one really says anything.
No one? Really?
They just say gross.
Yeah.
Like that's the shame. That's the best they can come up with.
Yeah.
It's like Tyler Groce. Like gross.
You're like, wow.
Like, yeah.
Come up with something more interesting.
Nowadays I say like, I've never heard that before. I've never heard anybody say that before.
You're like, that's crazy.
No, it was fun.
It was
Sometimes
fun.
you get gross, grossy, groce.
Gross. You ever get that?
Not as much.
Groce.
Yeah.
Grouchy.
I feel like it hurts my search engine optimability.
Really?
Because people are expecting SS.
Oh.
If I do a show and I'm at Tyler Groce, they're like, well, let's look him up. Tyler, he doesn't exist.
Oh, they're like, he's
Yeah.
a liar. Why would he make up that name?
Yeah. I don't remember your last name. I put your name on my phone as Slater Hater. Because I think that's something we said, maybe.
Probably. I mean, I hope so.
Something.
just
I was like, that'll be
as.
fun. And then I'm like, well,
You're like Slater Hater. Wow. I have quite a line of nicknames. Slater Tots. Slater Raid.
Slater Raid, I like that.
Yeah. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't a long list.
Just two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of gross, we're drinking Dr. Pepper, which is gross. But Tyler loves it, so you know.
Because I grew up on Dr. Pepper. My mom would give it to me. We were a can of soda drinking family, and we would drink Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
And my mom would give it to me for dinner, to drink with dinner.
Oh, I was like, that was your meal.
No, I would eat food as well, but then she'd give it to me for dinner, and then And then I couldn't sleep at night because I'm very susceptible to caffeine.
Yeah.
And then I would be up at night and my dad would yell at me and be like, "Why are you still awake?" And I'm like, I'm trying. It's not working.
It's mom's fault.
And then none of us made the connection. It took me till college to be like, wait a minute.
Wow.
I was like, Mama, did you know that soda has caffeine and it kept me up all those years? And that's why y'all were mad at me for staying up late? And she was like, huh.
You're like, that was.
But you know what? Eventually, she started buying caffeine-free Dr. Peppers.
Oh, she did?
That was the compromise.
I feel like they have caffeine-free version of everything now, right?
Yeah, people don't want to. You can't keep your kids up.
Yeah.
How'd you eat growing up?
We
were a big frozen food, fast food, cans of Coke family.
Yeah.
And then looking back, I mean,
you're like, shit.
I'm just kind of like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I know, right?
My mom's like, that's just what we did. That's what we knew.
You're like, that's why everybody has IBS now.
So how was your eating growing up?
My dad was the cook, and he worked a lot and traveled for work a lot, so he was never around really.
So you never ate.
So
he was the cook and he was never here.
Yeah. So when my mom was in charge, which was quite often, it was mostly like mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Kraft.
That she made or like
Kraft?
Okay.
Yeah, not. No, she couldn't boil water. It was rough, but it tasted good because I would have a lot of breakfast for dinner situations,
like what?
And that would just be like cereal.
Sure.
Make your own breakfast.
What's your best cereal?
Growing up, I would probably say Captain Crunch, peanut butter.
Okay.
Peanut butter. That was like dinner and dessert in one. So she was really giving us a twofer. She was maybe kind of smart about it. I do remember though.
Save money.
Yeah, I do remember though. Me and my sisters loved drinking milk growing up.
Yeah, dude.
And like so much to the point where my mom would have 3 gallons of milk in the fridge and our initials on each one.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's really gross. That's all, that it's like, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
SH is out.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I get some of yours?
Yo, seriously.
That's crazy. I have memories of eating like stew.
Really?
And peas and carrots with a glass of milk.
Oh yeah, the milk was the drink with dinner.
But would you do that now?
No,
that's awful.
Yeah,
like, so gross. But I used to just be like, "Where's my milk?" I remember sitting on the chair, like having my bare feet up on the chair. Remember when you were a kid and you would touch your feet?
Yep.
When you were sitting in the chair and then you use your hands to eat. And
you're like yum yum yum, chicken fingers
with
my feet. Yeah.
You didn't care.
You didn't. That's why you didn't care about the freaking glass of milk. I'd be like, more. Like, I want seconds. It's just like, you better marking a line on my gallon.
It's gross.
I know. I don't do that now. I do like milk.
I don't really drink it anymore.
I only drink, this is going to sound so weird. I only drink like this milk that you can't even get in New York. You got to like cross state lines.
It's a special milk?
It's straight from the cow, like straight off the farm.
Oh, it's not like, it's unpasteurized?
Yeah. And so it's like in a glass bottle.
Is it thick?
You shake it up. You definitely got to shake it up.
So it kind of layers. It separates.
Yeah. It sounds really gross, but it tastes so good. It's like really...
The cream rises to the top.
Yeah.
But you got to shake it out so it mixes up in there.
Yeah, it's smooth.
And then where are you from?
I'm from upstate, like 3 hours north.
Okay, why did y'all have it up there but you can't find it here?
I didn't have it up there. This is a new thing that I'm into.
Oh, you unpasteurized milk. Isn't that unhealthy?
Pennsylvania.
Can't you get like disease?
Probably some bacteria shit in my stomach.
But they say, you can't eat raw eggs, but then if you do, I think you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's dessert with raw eggs.
Yeah, I was legit just Googling like how long past cooked eggplant can you eat? Because I had that eggplant parm before this.
Right. Was that a leftover one?
It's been like 5 days.
What do you mean?
Maybe that's why.
It's been 5 days since
I made it.
You made it, and then it's been. It's put in the refrigerator now.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay.
I've done worse.
Yeah.
I've like been drunk, got food, left it out on the other side of the bed.
Yeah.
Went to sleep, woke up.
Yeah.
Kind of had a morning.
Yeah.
And then been like, well, I guess I should.
Lunchtime.
I guess it's like either I should put it away or like heat it up.
Yeah. I've definitely cuddled a few Happy Meals
Yeah, cuddle a few. Well, Happy Meals, they can survive a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, fucking Supersize Me. Remember that scene where he like had the glass over it, and it was like, these fries have been in here for 30 days, and they look exactly the same. I was like, oh god.
I don't know what that was supposed to show. Have you seen the thing where the kids learn where chicken nuggets come from?
Oh yeah, with the pink slime.
Or like they say like what they do is we take the bones and the shit of the bird and we grind it up and then we batter it and fry it. Here it is, kids. Now raise your hand. Who wants a chicken nugget? And all the kids were like, me. I want a chicken nugget. Dude. They're right there. And then the adult was just defeated. Yeah. Was just, really? I just showed you how it. And they're like, no, we don't.
They're like, we really don't give a shit. Bring the chicken in here live.
Like, they're like, we're new here. Yeah. We don't know what isn't good.
Yeah, they're like, what are the other options? That's number one.
It's like, well, that's how that's made. Interesting. That's how that thing I love is made.
Yeah.
I didn't know eating bones and shit was okay. Yeah. And you showed me it was, as long as you fry it up and put some ketchup on it.
Yeah, throw a little yellow M on there and everything's good to go. I used to like collect the toys from Happy Meals. Did you ever do that?
I remember Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah, they did have the mini ones that they would put in there.
I went home recently and we still have like a thing this big full of mini Beanie Babies. Yeah,
regift it Christmas.
I did. My girlfriend at the time, I was like, you can have that one.
Smells like 1996.
And she was like, oh my god. And then we broke up. And before I left her house for the last time, I was like, give me that shit back.
Yo, they're worth money.
I took it. I was like, give me that shit back.
I
was like, you haven't earned this.
You've lost your Beanie Baby privileges.
I was real petty. I was like, give me that shit. I was like, this
Tom
is mine.
Petty. Dude, they make
maybe
they make a what they
I think they use. I doubt it.
I feel like the Princess Diana bear is still maybe a top winner.
Maybe. Hey, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Can we take a moment?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Princess Diana. You know what I mean? What a sweet.
How do you think she's doing with the Queen? Well, the Queen's probably in hell, so I think she's probably fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did she really do though?
The Queen?
Yeah. She was just the Queen.
I don't know.
What did she do?
I met her twice. Both times she just.
Did you touch her?
She wouldn't look me in
the eye.
You're
not supposed to touch her.
No, she didn't want to touch me.
Yeah, you're not supposed to touch her because she's untouched. Yeah, it's like
she's literally untouchable.
No, I remember Michelle Obama. Remember her?
Yeah.
The Queen reached out and touched Michelle, and then Michelle, in response as a human would do, touched her back, and then Fox News was like, "This just in: Michelle Obama disrespects the crown by touching Queen Elizabeth on her arm."
Michelle beat the shit out of the Queen. That's why she's got those jacked arms.
Yeah,
and the Queen was an old Fimble lady.
Yeah, they did her dirty.
Oh my gosh,
they did her dirty, man.
Yeah. Not good.
They were just like she has a dick.
The
She's
Queen?
A man? No, Michelle Obama.
Could you imagine? Royal gossip news. The Queen is actually a king. And then they killed her.
The headline is "Slay King?" ? The Queen Elizabeth rumored to have a penis.
Why do you think she always wears skirts? You gotta hide that package.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to start a conspiracy theory on the royal family.
You know why I heard pants exist?
Why?
Horseback riding.
Oh, that makes sense.
Before, everyone was rocking skirts.
Yeah.
Loincloths. We didn't need...
Loincloths.
We didn't need fabric between our legs.
We didn't.
Men or women. But then once horseback riding came in, them scratchy horses, you gotta wrap them legs up.
Yeah. You need that extra, boundary.
And then for some reason, y'all just stopped riding horses, and we just kept on going.
And then we kept wearing pants.
And we kept wearing pants, and y'all kept wearing dresses.
That's so weird. But remember, the girls, didn't they used to have to ride it on the side?
That sounds familiar. I don't know who.
I don't know who made that happen. They're like,
probably
bitches
they
can't ride horses.
Because they didn't have the pants.
Yeah, I guess. But then pants were made. I don't know if they still rode them sideways.
I mean, you're wearing pants.
I am wearing pants. I'm wearing sweatpants.
I've seen you 3 times ever, and you've always worn pants.
Yeah. I'm not a big skirt dress person.
I'll
wear a dress in the summer because I get hot easy. That's a nice breezy way to handle it. But yeah, I like a little air,
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It gets warm.
It does get warm.
Yeah. That's why pants exist.
Have you ever?
Any other questions?
Yeah. And next on Facts You Never Knew. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Once, at least once.
One time.
I was in Boy Scouts growing up.
And they had a horse?
At summer camp, there was a horse. And I think I took horseback. I think I got the horseback riding merit badge. And I took the thing, and you rode it, and you got to kick it harder than you think, you know?
Yeah.
And you got to kick it.
Uh-oh. You got to kick it harder than you think.
Got to kick it harder than you think.
That's so they had just one horse for
No,
all
there was,
the
there
Boy
was, I think,
Scouts?
there was multiple horses.
You're
at
like,
the
we had a
thing.
horse.
I mean, I only rode one. I didn't ride multiple horses.
Old Jerry.
I feel like I've ridden a horse. I rode a camel recently. That's what I rode. No, I rode a
I
horse.
rode a camel recently.
I rode a camel and a horse a
At
couple
the
years
same time?
couple years ago.
Oh.
A couple years ago. So a Boy Scout camp. That's my first time riding a horse. You have to kick it, and then they give you a helmet, and sometimes there'd be trees, and you have to stick your head into the trees, otherwise it'll hit your face,
Oh.
So that's like a way to continue on. Do you mind?
Excuse
Hey, do you
me. Oh, that was a
What was
different.
that
That was a different one. That was a mishap.
BC.
That-
Is it BC?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't take birth control.
Yeah, me neither. Hey, wait. Why do I have more than you?
You want to level them up?
Yeah.
Just do it.
I think we should
Do
stay on the same
honors.
level.
Yeah. No, we should. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. All right.
What are you
that's
doing?
Just,
What was that second alarm
That's
then?
messed up. I was posting it TikTok, trying to beat that algorithm.
Teach me. I don't know anything
sad.
about it.
I don't
Hey,
know.
to
I still
horses.
suck. I gotta. Oh God.
And then I rode a horse a couple years ago. Went to Egypt. Rode a horse and a camel there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoo. I rode a camel in Turkey
Yeah.
last month.
Pretty
boring.
You were there last month.
Pretty boring.
I thought it was cool riding a camel. They make that noise.
I
you know?
felt bad.
They go.
Yeah, they sound like a Star Wars character.
It's so sad, and they beat their legs. They whip them with those little things.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they're like,
Yeah.
and they have those like 8 elbows and knees and shit,
Dude,
and
they
they
got
get
a
down.
lot of joints.
A lot of joints, and they get down,
Yeah, their arms go backwards.
and then they're like, "Get on, my friend," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Are you sure?" And then,
She's just 62 years old.
yeah, just get on, my friend, and they slap it some more.
Dude, I know. I feel
Yeah.
bad. I
You know-
was like, this is where the heck is what's the animal?
Camel?
PETA?
Oh, PETA, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my brother's a big traveler, so he's traveled a lot. He's been outside the West more than I have. That was my first trip outside the West to Egypt, and I was there and I was riding the camel, I believe, and I was like, "What's this camel's name?" And the guy was like, "Casanova." And I was like, "Oh, Casanova! Oh, what a fun name!" And my brother was like, he's more savvy than I am. He was like, "What was the camel's name yesterday?" And the guy was like, "Very good." And I didn't understand that. And I asked my brother, I was like, "What does that mean? What do you mean by what was the camel's name yesterday?"
Yeah.
And my brother was like, "They don't name the camels.
Really?
They don't love these animals. They're beasts of burden. They ride them till they die and they buy new ones.
That is true.
They don't love that's a very like Western concept. It's like, what's his name? And this is what he needs. And they're like, get the camel that makes us money. Get the one.
They're like, I don't even know what
That's
one
why
that is.
they whip it. You get one of them. Get the one that has been whipped less recently.
Oh my gosh.
They don't give a shit.
Dude, my
And then
people-
Westerners are like, what's his name? And it's like, Einstein. Oh my God, Einstein.
It's like, because he's smart.
Is that because he's smart? Yeah, it's because he's smart.
Oh my gosh. Dude, mine, I don't know. Mine were very convincing. My guy was like, oh, like her name is Limon, like lemon.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and he's like, she's, I'm like, let
Wait,
me,
slow down.
let me
Lemon.
translate that for our listeners here. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. And he's like, yeah, because she's, she's sour, but she's sweet. I'm like, so you didn't want to name her Sour Patch, or like, what's the deal? But he was like, she's sassy.
They'll probably eat the camel when they're done.
Oh God.
They're gonna make camel soup. They're like, what's his name? His name's Camel Soup next week. That's his
He's
name.
called Dinner.
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh God.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They were so
I mean, like,
convincing.
like I remember walking around and there was like yards fenced off with like chickens in there, and then
Yeah.
and then people would be like, "Oh my god." You know, tourists would be like chickens, and then they're like, "Why are you playing with the food?" You know, like,
don't touch my
what are
chicken
you doing?
fingers.
Like it's you know, like pita is a very Western thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is there a PETA version out in the world?
A what?
A PETA like version anywhere else, or is it just an American group?
I mean, I'm sure there's some
global?
stuff in Europe. I mean, who knows? I'm sure there's stuff in Europe. I mean, they can't really affect laws in other countries, so
Yeah.
maybe there's some in Europe, but like in a place like Egypt, like that's the
No,
last,
Egypt
the
don't give a
last
fuck.
thing they're worried
throwing
about.
heads down pyramids.
They don't give it. That's not the right.
That's
That's
the
not the right.
Mayans.
That's the Mayans.
That's the mines. But there's still a
There's still pyramids. No,
triangular
there's still pyramids.
structure.
There's still pyramids.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
true.
I
Three places:
I want to go
Egypt, South America. Isn't there something like
and-
Indonesia, India, or something like that?
I don't know.
There's 3 pyramids. I
Very
think?
bad at geography
okay.
in general, and then
okay. That was
everything
Turkey.
attached to it.
You speak French?
It was good. No, I don't speak French.
They speak French there, right?
Not really.
No.
A lot
Where
of
am I? I'm thinking of Morocco.
they
You're
didn't.
right.
Oh yeah, and me and my friend that went. We were thinking about going to Morocco, and then we're like, yeah, I don't really feel like getting molested, so we decided
Oh
not
my
to.
gosh, racist much?
Yeah, no, it's so dangerous there, especially when it gets dark.
I like
For-
the idea of like
for-
looking up statistics and it's like 99% chance to get molested. Racist much?
I'm just not down for rape, you know.
Yeah.
But I was.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, if I'm drunk, who knows? A little slip in the alleyway. I might have raped someone myself.
Listen, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
After all these Shotcasts, who can keep up? Who can keep up?
That's why I don't have repeating guests, because they have some open lawsuits after
'Cause
these.
it'll be problematic. I'll
Yeah.
get called out.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fine. I think people over exaggerate how
I
bad
know,
traveling
I
is.
know.
Even as a lady, I'm sure it's harder. You gotta be more aware. You gotta be more careful.
Yeah.
But I know lots of women who have been all over, just running around by themselves.
Yeah, well, traveling sluts.
Mm-hmm. That's not what I. That's
the
not what I say. Don't put that in my mouth. I hear what you're saying, Tyler. Traveling sluts.
Yeah. Bitches just want to go all over the world and get fucked. Yeah.
Flag chasing is what they call it.
Flag chasing?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Trying to fuck somebody from every country.
Oh, I mean, I thought
I haven't
area
had
codes was
I haven't
hard.
had France yet. Like let's go fuck a French guy
Oh my gosh.
or girl
Yeah, whoever.
or they or she
Yeah. No
or-
one's safe.
or dog or cat or camel. Listen, whatever we're doing.
We support bestiality. Yeah, that's weird. I also just thinking about, I don't know why I'm still thinking about the queen right now. I think she's haunting me now since I talk shit over her dead body. And the king made his first like opening like speech
Right.
today.
Really?
And yeah,
It's like it's been like a year.
yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Can you imagine? He's 70 something.
Yeah,
He's been waiting 70 years for this.
I know. I know.
Imagine finally reaching your dream at 70, and it's like,
And you're like,
can I even
"Oh,
enjoy this?
I only got this because my mom died.
I didn't really earn this, if I'm being honest.
I was just waiting for everyone in my family to
didn't
perish so that I could actually have
I
some
wish-
control of this goddamn palace. Yo, it's fucking crazy though. He paid a little tribute to his mom in the speech.
Shout out to Mama.
Yeah, yeah. He looked down when he said it, so that's what really made me believe.
Like looking down at hell.
She went to the bad place. But he made the speech, and then, of course, immediately, because UK, like, tabloids are, like, harsh, dude. Like, they're worse than America, if you
Are
can
they?
believe it. Yeah, it's like TMZ on crack. Like, and especially with the royal
What
family.
did they say? They said
were-
the queen has a penis. Is that what it is?
Queen
They're
is,
really going at her.
yeah. Yeah, they're like, now that she's ding dong, the witch is dead.
has a penis and one testicle. Folks are asking, where's the second one?
Charles donated it. But they were saying, because I guess William and Kate didn't make it, and they're like, they weren't there on purpose, and like all this crazy shit.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, just because, freaking Harry and Meghan are probably making another documentary of Scientology at this point. They weren't there. Now they're like focusing on Will and Kate, who were like pretty good people, I think, from what I've
Kate's
what I've read.
Kate's American, no?
Kate
Yes?
Middleton? No, she's
But she's a peasant.
She's a British peasant.
It wasn't she's like a lower class.
She wore a little cap and sold newspapers. Oh my god.
Is it time already?
No, this is the other one. I'm sorry, I gotta turn that off. Yeah.
BC, keep them out.
Yeah.
Keep them away.
Keep them out. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a BC alarm because I don't take BC.
No?
No.
You just praying?
I'm just, living on the good Lord's luck.
Just praying?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Better than me. I take some just in case.
Yeah.
I take a pill.
Look, let's switch it up. I'm going to take some birth control. You pop some Viagra. Let's get weird. It's 2023.
Listen, but you take the pills and it'll fuck you up.
Birth control?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll fuck you up.
It's very
Let me explain to you how. Let me explain to you. So what happens?
Tell me about
let
it.
Me mansplain. So what happens is it fucks women up.
Yeah.
I was dating a girl, she got the thing in her arm.
Oh, yeah. I know
she was like, I got problems with you.
With that arm?
with the arm. It's like
it's a phantom limb.
She was like, I'm not doing this.
It's the bar.
It's the bar. And then she got it out and she was like, suddenly all those things I was mad at you about kind of don't matter anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we support the BC in that situation.
Well, she got on different BC.
Oh.
We're talking about birth control. I don't know if people are keeping that.
Like DC? What?
British Columbia. Why would they set an alarm for before the Common Era? Why would they do that?
I just like to remember all those who have fallen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It'll make you crazy. Have you ever done it?
Have you ever snorted some birth control?
Have you ever snorted some BCs to feel bad about your body? Have you ever done that?
BC up in your fucking piece. I did take birth control a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I went to college, because I was like, bitch, it's gonna be fucking.
Yeah.
So I got.
How'd that go?
It didn't work out the way I planned.
Oh, I'm sure you got it in.
You did what you needed to do. I was a late bloomer.
You did what you needed to do.
Yeah. I closed my eyes and pretended they were hot. But so I
took a sad turn there.
I took the truth.
Sad. The truth. I closed my eyes.
I closed my eyes and counted 3, and thank God that's as long as they lasted. It was perfect.
I'm going to keep interrupting you over and over. It's only going to get worse, but finish your thought.
Oh, no. I was just going to say when I went to college, I did start birth control, and I hadn't ever been on it, so this is the only time. And it was Biaz, and it got recalled like after 2 months. Recalled. I said recalled. Really? Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like bugging out. I was like, what'd I do to myself? I knew I shouldn't have gone on this. And that was when I was like 19. So, I haven't touched this stuff since. I'm clean. I'm birth control free for about 11 years.
Do you have an abortion budget?
No, because thank God we're in New York.
You put a penny away. Yeah. You still
have
to pay for it, no?
Penny way to kill the baby.
You still have to pay for it just because we're in New York, right?
No, your insurance will cover it. I mean,
they're just handing them out.
You pay up front.
Listen, I'm from Texas. So this is too much.
You pay up front, and then they'll reimburse you. And most of it's, I think it's like $5 to kill a baby these days.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not speaking from experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta start
impregnating bitches.
I gotta start leaving it in.
Yeah, just leave $5 on the table like you're at a hotel and you're tipping the maid.
Hey, just in case, girl.
And then you're like, hey, you know what that's for.
Hey, I had a great night. It was amazing getting to know you. You were incredible last night. Just in case I left a little something behind, you go ahead and take that $5.
You take that to your nearest PP.
Take that $5. And if you need to use it. If not, hey, buy yourself a bag of chips.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
You
Dr.
get
Pepper and
too.
a Teremana.
Yeah.
That's the tequila.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even say what we were drinking today. I'm really delayed, man. It's all right. We'll cut it out. That's what post-production will about.
Eggplant parm, dude. I get it.
Eggplant parm make you go crazy.
I get it.
So will birth control, apparently. So Teremana, we don't really know how it's pronounced. But tequila is what we're drinking today, by Dwayne Johnson. Some of you may know him as The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Can you smell what's cooking?
He was
He was
what's
a
your
physicist.
What's your favorite The Rock movie? Any of them?
I'm like, I don't even know if I've watched many movies with The Rock in it.
He was at the end of a Tyler Perry movie, and I was like, it's The Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that was like before he. Well, no, it's probably he probably had some roles, but he wasn't quite.
He was
Black Adam.
Yeah. I didn't watch that.
I don't think anyone did.
I
think it was a huge problem for the studio.
I think people were pissed.
Yeah.
Why? What was the deal? Do you know?
I think The Rock isn't great.
And scene.
I think he's not. I think that was the problem with the Black Adam.
He's just not a good actor?
I think it was just like Black Adam. I think as a character, he's like, I'm invincible. I'll never lose. I think I read that where it was like The Rock has in his contracts that any movie he's in, he will never lose in a fight.
Oh.
Which is like.
Is that stemming from wrestling ego? Or?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, if you know anything about stories, you got to lose before you win. You can't just.
That's a hero's journey.
Listen, you're telling me like you gotta go and you struggle and it's hard and then you figure it out and then you finally use the strength to win and get back to a new normal.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. You can't just never lose.
Yeah,
so like,
you gotta.
I think that happened in the movie number one, and I think you know, I mean, it's America. Black Adam. No one's going to see Black Adam. Maybe if it was
They're like White Greg. Sold out.
Oh, wait! There's a new White Greg movie finally.
I know. We've been waiting.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna take my abortion fund and go buy some tickets.
He got his powers from an unpaid internship. Wow, like that's what I want to see.
He grabbed some girl's titty at work.
But it was fine. They
But
brushed
everything
it.
was
They
fine.
brushed it under the rug.
That guy never loses. White
Yeah.
Greg. Whew.
That guy is
That's a
always
winning
on
story.
top. That guy's always on top.
And he's always on time.
Yeah, he's always good.
Oh my Lord.
But I don't know.
I don't know either. I only really have ever watched The Rock as an actor form, I guess, in like the wrestling shit. Like I would I wouldn't watch it live. I was probably an infant when that was going on. But like
How old are you?
YouTube videos and shit. 31.
Okay.
You're
older than me.
I was probably maybe I was like 10.
I think you were probably a little bit older.
I
think you were older.
Maybe I'm just behind the curve.
Yeah,
you know?
that's fine.
I also haven't seen Black Panther.
No.
No black.
There
for
was
me,
all
apparently.
the when I was living in Austin at the time. All the black comics were like, "Hey, we're gonna go see Black Panther."
Like Wakanda.
And they were like, "Do you want
Wakanda right now?"
And they were like, "Do you want to come?" Almost like it was like an olive branch. It was like, "Hey, we weren't considered, but now that you're here, I mean, all of us black people got together to decide to see it. Did you also want to?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I'm a part of you." Sure, yeah, just come on. And I remember they all sat in a row, and I was like a couple rows in front.
They're like, no, we like you a little ahead of us.
I think I just bought. They had all bought tickets together.
And they're like, look, we have extra.
And then they were like, "Oh, did you also want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, you gotta get a separate spot. You know, it's smart. It's tomorrow."
But it was empty. It's just a row of them.
You know who was that?
Row,
It was just me and White Greg. It was just
my
us
God.
two. It
Greg.
was just us two.
Taking notes.
And he was like, "My cousin's the manager here. I got him for free." I was like, "That's great, White Greg."
It's like, I know everybody. How'd you get past security?
Black Panther, I could do that. And then they gave him the movie.
Oh wow, it's weird how that all connects. There's a Regal Cinema like around the corner from me.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it. It's a 3-story, really dope little movie theater. I go there alone most times. And I like going to the movies.
You said no BC, huh?
Yeah. No BC.
No BC, lonely movie experience.
Yep, I love it.
Slater Hater. That's my name.
Coming in hot by myself. I don't know. I enjoy the movies alone. I get real high.
Mm-hmm.
I go there. I get my little snacky poo. I sit down.
Yeah. What'd you last see?
There's also a bar there, so sometimes I get a beer. Yeah, I'm just really
What'd you
go
last
for
see?
it. The last movie I saw in theater, it's been a while because I've been traveling a lot, but I think the last one I saw, it was actually over summer when that fucking Oppenheimer and Barbie shit was going off.
Did you see both of those?
I saw Oppenheimer.
You didn't see Barbie?
I didn't see Barbie until like a month ago. I
What'd you
waited
think?
till it was streaming. I didn't feel like watching it in theater. It was good. You know, it was funny. I get the whole, really slamming the patriarchy. But I don't know. I try to look at it and be like, they're trying to bring light to it, educate, have it be humorous. Some of it felt a little forced, a little much for me.
Yeah.
But I respected it. I thought it was entertaining at least.
Yeah. I was really disappointed.
Really?
I went into it being like, all right,
Let's
you know,
see.
well, because I heard about like all the incels and the alt rights were like fucking Barbie, and I was like, these fuckers. I was like, all right, let me see what it really is.
Yeah.
It must be pretty good if they hate it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I was like, it's not very good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like $1 billion good.
No, it definitely wasn't worth it. I think it just got the hype. That's a real one. I think it got the hype, and the that just like went off on social media, and that's why people, I feel like, got tickets. And look at you pouring.
I've been.
Thank you. Really going to work. Now mine has a little more, huh?
Yeah.
See how that happens?
Yeah. See how the other shoe fits. Yeah.
The turntables. But at the end of the day, I don't mind wasting a couple hours watching Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she cute.
She's hot as shit.
She cute.
That's why I thought in that one scene it was hilarious, because she was like crying and she's like, I'm just so ugly or whatever she was saying, and then they like cut in with the voiceover and they're like, Margot Robbie playing this role really doesn't get the point across here, because she still looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I was like, Ryan Gosling though looks like shit in that.
Did you think so?
I don't know if it was because like the eyeliner or the hair or like what was happening, but I was like, is he getting old? Is it over for Ryan
50.
Gosling? He's so hot. Is he 50?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
I think so.
Check that
I'm
shit
Google
before
it.
we lie to the masses.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, give
Vamp
it
for
a
me.
Google. I like.
How old is Ryan Gosling?
Tell us, God.
Oh, 42. My bad.
8 years off.
My bad.
I wonder what he's gonna look like.
Thomas
at 50.
Gosling. Come on, guy. Come on.
My god.
Do you know he's Canadian?
Yes, I did. I feel like a lot of successful people here are from Canada. It's annoying.
Oh, geez. I'd love to come.
It's like Canada and Australia.
Oh, boy. Crazy, stupid love. I'd love to be a part of it, eh?
Crazy, stupid.
Oh,
love.
man.
I know all about that.
Oh, boy.
About it.
I know all about it. Sorry.
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 Would you like some syrup?
I was talking to some Canadian dudes the other day. I was doing a tangent.
Nice segue.
Let's take this.
Oh yeah, let's do it. To Ryan Gosling.
To RG.
May he never age. Well, not according to you. Oh god.
Oh man, that was a bad one.
That was rough. Third time was not the charm.
You ever thought about chilling these while we're?
I know. I bought it on the way. They didn't have it in the.
I just meant like in the meantime. There's a fridge right there.
We
you
could
know?
do that.
It's too late now. I want it warmer.
All right.
You got a microwave?
Yeah. You know what? Let's take steaming hot shots of
What
tequila.
happens if you boil alcohol? What happens? Do you know?
I think the alcohol goes away.
I was thinking that the other day.
Like when you cook with wine, it's not
that
alcoholic
makes sense.
anymore. Yeah.
I thought maybe it would like explode or something.
No, I don't think so.
I never said I was smart.
Yeah, I mean, me neither, man. But we're making progress, aren't we? Yeah,
We're doing okay.
we sound real smart. We're smart and smarter.
I was talking to some
Canadians
the other
Yeah.
day. I met them after a show. And they took a liking to me. And they were talking about they lived in, might have been Montreal.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, you gotta come. They were like, hey man, you gotta come visit Montreal, eh? And I was like, okay, I'll think about it. He's like, oh no, it's a great place, eh? It was like, it's real chill. It's a small place, but there's enough to do, eh? It's a city.
It kind of sounds
was
like
like,
you're doing a Mexican.
Listen, I'm not
accent.
good at accents.
It's
I'm
like
not
a
good.
bodega. You're like, you know what I'm saying, man? Eh?
And they were like,
Come to Montreal.
you really gotta come up here to Montreal, eh? And I was like, okay.
Ese.
Hey, you really gotta, hey, cabrón, you really gotta come up here to Montreal. And I was like,
they're from Canada. They're really from Mexico.
I was like, this is strange.
You're like, I don't trust
Like,
you.
you gotta come try some of our tequila y tortillas y arroz y manzanas y todos los comidas, por favor. And I was like, this is weird. French
Like
is
Canada.
weird.
French is a crazy
French
language.
is weird. And I'm doing my best.
Isn't everyone?
So
But what happened? Did
they were talking. They were like,
kidnap
you should come up to Montreal. It's a very cool place. I was like, okay, cool. And Montreal, great strip club scene. I don't really love strip clubs like that, but if there's the great strip club scene, I'll go to a strip club. And then they were like, it's so great because the girls, they're dancing, and then you're watching, and then he's like, and he was like, and then he's like, and you throw some loonies and some toonies at them, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, you throw loonies and toonies, like they don't have dollar bills. their ones and twos are called loonies and toonies in their coins.
No.
So they were like, yeah, you go, you look at the girls, and when you're done, you just take some coins and you throw them shits right at the girls, and they just
What?
take it to the face, and it's
No.
great. That's what they said.
Absolutely
That's
not.
what they said. They said throw coins at these bitches, and that's just the and you know what? Here's the thing: it's a different country, it's a different culture, and we have to understand that is what they do, and then we do what we do over here.
So we make it rain, but they make it hail.
That's what I'm saying. And just fucking, they just chuck, and they were just like, they're like, yeah, you get to throw it as hard as you can, and they just
What
take
is it like a fight? They're taking bets on the side.
It
There's
was
like a back room, and they're like, all right, yep, lady on stage number 4.
It's like they're Dave and Buster's or something. Like, yeah, just throw it as hard as you
knocked
can,
out.
man. And it's like, that's what they said. So, you know, I'm going up next week.
Loonies and Toonies.
I'm going up next week, you know.
I booked my flight that night.
And then I was like, what the fuck is loonies and toonies? It's like, it's our $1 and $2 coins. And I was like, that's not true. And he's like, look it up, Google it. And then I Googled it, and loony is a bird, I think a Canada bird that they appreciate, so they put it on the coin. And then loony, and then toonie just because it's two. Yeah.
Two. So have they ever watched Looney Tunes?
I'm sure they have, but I don't know what came first.
Yeah.
Loonies or toonies or Looney Tunes?
Or Looney Toonies?
I'm not sure.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't throw change at you on stage.
I felt like they were kind of like, you want to kill a stripper? And I was like, no, I don't. And they're like, great.
You want to go storm the Capitol?
I was like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know.
Fuck?
Is she nice? What's her name?
Yeah, we don't
give
knows.
them names.
It's like a camel.
They're beasts of burden.
Oh, I never thought that a callback would be a camel stripper, but I like it.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
I like it. I mean,
thought
you
was
ride
pretty good.
both.
Listen, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, but you pay both, so. Usually.
Would you date? I assume male stripper. Would you ever date a male stripper?
I did a camel.
Would you date a camel or just fuck one?
Yo, if we're camels, definitely just fuck. Male stripper. I feel like if it's like a Magic Mike situation, then hell yeah. Have you ever watched Magic Mike?
I haven't watched it, no. I get the idea, though.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, there was a second
What
one.
is it? What
It
is
was
it?
unnecessary.
There's a... What? Oh, I'm trying to remember that. It was that line. It's like,
In Magic Mike?
It was something like, they got a rule here, don't touch any other strippers, but I see a lot of rule breakers here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I see a lot of rule breakers here tonight.
Yeah.
That was Matthew McConaughey's line, I think.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Louis C.K. in a special had a joke about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Channing Tatum. I highly doubt those are the standard male stripper, even around
Who?
here. Huh?
Who? Aren't?
Channing Tatum and Matthew McConaughey.
They're not?
From Magic Mike? I bet that's not the standard here.
You're saying it's lower here?
Yeah, I feel like
There's
just in
it's
real
New York.
life.
There's a lot of fuckers here. There's a lot of good-looking
No,
dudes.
I've never been to a male strip club.
I did a tryout.
Where are the male? Okay.
Why are you laughing?
No, we gotta talk about.
Why are
this,
you laughing?
obviously. I'm laughing because I first of all didn't even know that there was demand for male strippers.
There's
in-
auditions.
in our
and I auditioned.
No, you did not.
Yeah,
you
I
swear on
did.
my life.
Yeah.
On
why
my
not?
life,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
it.
Why? Yeah. Why not?
Rick's life. You're like, I don't care.
I don't give a shit. Yeah,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. You
I
didn't.
did, and I wore a thong. It was purple.
Yeah, where'd you buy it?
It's the Thong Hut.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it at the Thong.
Yeah.
Do you not know the Thong Hut?
The banana hammock spot.
No. The Thong. No, I tried that. I don't go back there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Thong
Rash.
Hut. I went to the Thong Hut. I got a purple one because purple accentuates my features. You know, I'm being modest today, but like normally, you know, shit's popping. And I did a routine. I came out as a chef.
Yeah.
And I had the white outfit and the white hat.
What song was playing?
Lick It Real Good. it was a mix. It was push it real. You know that I did
Yeah.
a thing where it was like lick it real good. You know.
Oh, so you made a mixtape.
Yeah.
You did a parody.
I really wanted the job, so
Wow,
then
you're
I
like, how
came
do I
out.
stand
I
out?
came out as a chef, and I was like, "Und isn't it time?" I was a German chef. I was like, "Und isn't it time to cook? Get it hot in here." they don't care about what you say. They
It's
care.
getting hot in
They
here.
care more about
Don't
the
worry,
body.
it's-
So then
it's not
I
the
took off the
Holocaust.
hat,
Yeah.
and I did the thing where you gyrate with the hat on your
Oh,
crotch.
gyrate.
You know?
Ew. People hate moist. I hate gyrate. That's my
Gyrate?
least favorite word. Ugh.
How often are you coming across?
I'm
gyrate?
writing a porn screenplay
No,
right
you're
now.
not.
I actually am. It's a comedy, but it's a coming of age film on
It's
a,
like Zack and
on a
Miri?
porn. A little bit more dad-daughter and not a gross way. But
You've already said it. It's on all of our heads.
Continue.
They
So what did the judges say? What did Simon Cowell think?
said I was overqualified.
He's like, nah, not the best.
They said I was overqualified. The Mexican. That's cool.
Yeah, he's back. He never left. Mexican Adam.
I'm Simon Cowell here, and I gotta say that's not really
Oh
good,
my
eh?
God, I would love.
That's not really good, eh?
If I'm like The Voice or like American Idol, if that's still going, or America's Got Talent, they should just have a straight up like Mexican dude from the city, like runs a bodega, and is just like, nah, it wasn't the best, is it? No, I see better things on the street. You know what I mean? Like that would be amazing. Because I feel like he would give the honest truth. Everyone always says like British people are so brutally honest. Nah, dude, my bodega dude is honest.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it, Holmes. I mean, I gotta say. I mean, my little cousin at her quinceañera was really. I mean, she put on a better performance than that.
You a magician?
Man, this voice. I love accents. Can I say this? I'm not great at them. I
Me
love them.
neither.
No, listen. This is what I will say. I like to try to do like a good accent. I understand that Mexican accent is just a pure
It's great.
stereotype.
It's great.
It's just a pure racist stereotype accent for sure.
Well, obviously, a lot of
you know.
accents and impressions.
But I
are.
will say what saved it was earlier. I did some real Spanish, so I feel like that really saved
Yeah,
me.
balances it out. I'm
feel
just a
like-
white bitch. People are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I feel like that saved it.
Yeah.
But I really do I like accents, and I think they're funny, and I think they're fun.
They are fun.
And as long as you're
funny.
being nice.
They put the
And,
fun in funny.
I remember I went to Thailand recently, and I only learned how to say thank you.
Yeah.
But I put some stank on that.
Yeah, you did. It was like, thank you.
I was like, it was kap kong kap. That's what it was.
That was good.
And they would go, ah,
I like that.
kap kong kap, kap kong kap.
That's whenever I travel, I just learn like basic phrases, and that's it.
I was
They
wa-
all know I'm American. Like
Yeah.
they know I'm not from there, but they see me trying. They're like, "This dumb bitch." All right, we'll entertain it. Bon dia.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like in Egypt, it was shukran is thank you.
oh, okay. See, that's somewhat easy to learn and adapt.
And la shukran is no thank you.
Oh, okay.
And then habibi is like love, like what you call somebody. Like, hey habibi, hey love, how you doing?
Ah.
And so we really it was me and my brother. We really wanted to use habibi.
Yeah.
But we didn't know the culture. We didn't know the rules. Like, can I say it to a man? Can I say it to a woman?
Yeah.
Am I gonna offend the woman? Am I gonna offend the man? I didn't know. And so there were some men that said it to us. Like we went into their store and he was like, hey, how you doing? Where are you from? Well,
At
I'm
the
from
male strip club.
No, this is just a clothing store. He's like, hey, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from America. I'm like, hey, baby, hey, United States.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
So, but we were still afraid to say it. You know.
Yeah.
And there were these little girls running around,
Habibi.
like 10 and under, and they were trying to sell little bracelets and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, we weren't gonna buy any of it.
Hustlers.
And they were like
The
they were
Taylor
like, they were
Swift
like, bracelet. They were
bracelets.
like bracelet. And then and that was our chance. We were like, La Shukran, Habibi, no, La Shukran, Habibi.
And it wasn't, I thought it was going to turn into, and then their parents came out and were like, what the fuck?
Oh no, there was no parents.
They were
Again.
foster children. First of all.
There's no parents around.
I thought you were going to say that they
No.
were like, oh, and that was like not the term for kids. Because it was going to be
No.
like
There was
pedophile
there was no
vibes.
bad story. I think Habibi was fine.
I was waiting for
I
it to
think
drop.
The only thing that might have been not fine is that Habibi might be for boys, and there might be Habibette, or there might
like
be
a
little
slight
something. Yeah, it might be a little
variation.
different
That
girl.
makes sense.
We were like, sorry, Habibi, and she was like 12, and she had clearly been doing this for too long, and she was
Yeah.
like, you're mean.
She's like smoking
You're
a cigarette.
mean. I mean, pretty much. She was slapping the bracelets at us like, you're mean. Buy something. Buy something. You're mean.
I hate
Buy
that.
something. Well, and there was like a little 6-year-old, and we were like, Habibi, sorry, and she was like, you buy me chocolate? Like, that's all she just wanted chocolate.
She's like, look, I'm not going to hit you, but I do like sweets.
You mean your chocolate?
I tried when I was just in Turkey to to learn some sort of phrases, but every time I asked someone how to say whatever, first of all, they didn't understand me. A lot of them don't speak English. It was like crazy. Like I was Google translating the whole trip.
Sure, yeah.
And so then I was just looking it up myself, just how to say like hello, goodbye, thank you, whatever. And it was like, oh, hello. And I was like, there's no fucking shot. Like these people are gonna think I'm having a stroke.
Where were you staying?
We bopped around to a few places.
Were you staying at hotels? Were you staying at Airbnbs?
We were in when we were in Istanbul, we did a hostel, hotel in Cappadocia, and then in Antalya we stayed in I think, where did we stay there? Another like hotel.
I feel like at a hostel.
Hostel.
At a hostel, they're very nice, and you can ask them these questions.
Yeah,
you know
they knew English. They were good.
Yeah, because you can be like, hey, so like, how do you say this?
And they would tell me though, and I would still like hear it back, and I'm like, yeah, no. And then I would try, and they're like, just don't. And I was like, okay.
But you have to overcome that because you're only there for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be mad at you for trying to speak the language.
Yeah.
And then, when else? I haven't said kapkong kap in weeks.
Yeah.
In a month or so since I've been there.
Yeah.
Kapkong kap. Now I get a chance to say it.
It's like fun to do it. Yeah. When I come home, I'll like start saying shit and like doing shows because in New York, there's obviously tourists from like all over the world.
Sure, yeah.
And like just what was it last night? Holy shit, that feels like forever ago. Last night, there was like some German people in the crowd, and I was like, oh, danke, like just thank you for no reason.
So stupid.
So dumb.
But
they were like,
no, of course, they're super happy about it.
Yeah.
No one, all the voices, language, accent, no one's mad about it.
Yeah.
Who speaks it? They're
like,
like,
oh, you tried.
They're like, cool, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you got it completely wrong. But like I dated a Dutch girl, and her name was like Griet.
Yeah.
And it was pronounced like Griet.
Griet.
You have to put the hard G on there.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can just call me Griet. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna try. And I was like,
meet and Griet.
And I was like, Griet, is that right? Griet? And she was like, it's not, but thank you. Like she was just like, you're not really getting it, but like
you're trying.
I think she appreciated I think she appreciated the effort. Griet.
Yeah. Griet.
I'd be like, oh yeah, Griet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you fucking just like fucking hockaloogie.
I'd be like, oh yeah, babe. I'd try to like I don't want to say
it's because English doesn't even sound that hot either. Like I feel like other languages, and I don't know if it's because it's foreign to me, but like I feel like their languages are like better, except for German. I mean, they're pretty like, like it sounds a little assertive and aggressive. But
do you think it really sounds that way, or is that just World War II that we're thinking of?
Yeah, it could be a combination. I went there last year. I went to Germany and Austria for a bit. Well,
is that close?
It's just like boots and guts and boots and guts. I don't know.
What are your two favorite items? Boots and guts.
And boots and guts. Yeah.
Let's take the shot.
Oh yeah, dude, we're behind. Well, only 3 minutes. So you do the tap thing. Why? College reflex.
I don't know. That's how I was taught. That's how I was taught by my forebears.
That's how my papa taught me, and how I taught my kids.
You touch.
Tap, touch.
And then you take it.
Tap, touch,
and
take.
some people are like eye contact.
I don't like that. Because I don't like eye contact. I feel like because I'm about to make a terrible face, because I can't take a shot without making a face. I can't just be cool and be like,
If we have one more shot, our goal is to take it.
And not make a face.
And the first person who makes a face
takes another shot. We have no stakes here. Rick takes a shot.
Yeah.
I will get that in you one day, sir. Talking about a shot. Let's not take it out of context.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Lord.
Yeah, it's bad. I've been looking at this can, and what are the 23 flavors that Dr. Pepper claims they have a blend of?
Water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid. No, they can't. They can't tell you because then you're gonna make Dr. Thunder. Do you know Dr. Thunder?
No.
You don't know Dr. Thunder.
No, I don't.
I think Dr. Thunder
What
is
that?
either Walmart or Texas grocery chain HEB's brand of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. So it's like the generic Aldi version. Do you know Aldi?
Yeah,
I
do.
just burped internally.
No, I didn't either.
I hate the reverse burps. I don't really get what that is. It's like a fake hiccup. I don't know what my body's doing. It's confused.
It's all good.
Where in Texas are you from?
Houston.
Oh, I know that place.
Yeah, Houston.
I've never been to Texas.
Houston, and then I lived in Austin for 7 or so years. That's where I started doing to do comedy.
Where do you prefer? If
Houston
not,
or Austin?
If not those two, where would you like? Is Dallas in the mix? Like, I just know the big cities. That's.
I think San Antonio has a charm, even though it's like very small. I mean, it's not like very small, but it's a city. But it's like there's a charm there. I mean, there's a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Mexican food. That's where I got that accent from.
I was
so
gonna
like,
say it all.
so
comes
there's
together.
a lot of good things, and then but I've had good times in San Antonio. There's cool stuff. But I lived in Austin for 7 years. Austin is like, Houston is like home because my parents are there.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents live in Houston, so my parents' house is home. Austin as the city is like my
Your
adult
home
home.
from home. Yeah.
My adult home, and then New York is a place I am right now.
This is just where I am.
This is where I am right now.
New
yeah.
York, it literally, that should, instead of I heart New York, I love New York, it should be like
I
New York
am-
City. This is where I am.
This is currently
This
where I
is
am
where
right now,
you are.
and I'm doing my best.
New York, where people are.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
We gotta get on
so yeah,
that
no, I'm from
campaign.
Houston, and yeah.
That's cool. I've never been. I really want to go, but I wasn't sure what city to kind of explore first, or if it was
Go
worth it to bop around. If it,
Go to Austin, hit me up. You can go do some shows.
Yeah.
You know,
if I go to Houston, can I stay with your parents?
probably.
Cool.
They're not that friendly.
Yeah, I don't need. Just send me to the basement. I know the deal.
Basement. You've never been to Texas, have you?
Oh.
There's no basements.
Really?
We're
Why?
right
Because
on-
flooding?
No,
or
we're right on the water. You can't dig that deep. It's gonna be water.
right on the water? Where is Houston?
My parents are in League City, which is like 20, 30 minutes from the sea.
Leak City.
No, League.
Yeah, no, I was making a water joke.
No, I heard
was
it.
stupid.
League. I was trying to save you.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Ah.
Idiot. No, it was League. Yeah, you can't have basements in Texas.
Wait, so what water?
The water.
The ocean.
You know how
bitch?
70% of the world is water? It's that water.
Oh, that's part of the 70%.
Yeah, because
huh?
it's like 20, 30 minutes from the water, so it's right on sea level. So
I
you can't dig because
honestly-
then there's sea.
I thought humans. I thought Houston was right in the middle of Texas.
No, Houston's about 45 minutes from the ocean,
That's crazy.
from Gulf of Mexico.
On the east or west side? Oh, so east.
I mean,
If you say
sure.
Gulf of what? Mexico.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Huh. I told you I'm bad at geography.
I went to college for a year in Galveston,
Okay.
which is the town on the water. Galveston is where Juneteenth happened.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Texas. Juneteenth is a Texas holiday. Can I get on my soapbox?
Yeah,
really quick?
hop on.
It's a Juneteenth is a Texas holiday.
Educate.
Slavery was ended in 1947. And
That's
then,
where the first why is it there? Because that's the first place that
well, like I
slavery
said,
ended?
slavery ended in 1975, and it took 2 years for Texas,
Yeah.
specifically Galveston, to go along with
Get with the
law.
times. Yeah.
So by the time slavery ended in Galveston, it was like 2007.
What?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
2007?
Slavery was happening right before Obama. You didn't know this?
Stop. Are you
You
fucking
didn't
with
know
me?
Obama was slave?
You're fucking with me.
Okay, no. I'm fucking with you about the dates. So
Yeah.
slavery ended like 1865.
I was like,
I've
yo,
been drinking. I'm getting it all mixed up.
1975?
You went with it though. You dumb.
I'm bad
You
at,
dumb.
but I'm not gonna fucking not take your word.
You
I
dumb.
literally geography, history, my worst fucking things, and that's your fucking best. I
No.
can't.
So 1865, presumably Civil War ends, and that's when slavery is supposed to end. It took Galveston County or whatever 2 years to get with the program and actually free their slaves. So once,
So they were the last people
yeah, they were the last
to
peop-
get on board.
Yeah, they were,
and
the,
that's
they were
why
the last.
it's March.
They were the last people in the country to free their slaves, and whenever they did, the slaves naturally celebrated, and like that was Juneteenth. And so it's been a Texas holiday ever since. There's a big old, we went there a couple of Juneteenths ago, me and my parents, because I was home with them. They have this big old mural on a big wall in Galveston, which has all this imagery of history and whatnot, and artistic imagery of things. But no, it's hopeful. It's triumphant.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
And then George Floyd dies, and then all of a sudden white people are like, Juneteenth is an important holiday, and it's like, man, we've been also, number one, we've been doing this forever. And also, number two, we haven't been doing this forever. Juneteenth was not a big holiday in Texas.
It wasn't.
It was just a thing that we sort of acknowledged.
I feel like,
and then now it's sort of like Juneteenth, and it's like, it's all this. It's half like recognition of like black people, and it's also like half white guilt of like, we should uplift this random holiday that we just heard about a couple of years ago. It just feels performative.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's the problem when like things of
And I do blame you personally, Slater. I really do.
Huh?
I do blame you personally for that.
Blame me personally?
Personally for that.
Yeah, it is half my fault. My birthday's in June. I don't even celebrate it now. Because I'm like, you know what? This month is not about me.
It's about the gays. It's about Juneteenth.
Pride in slavery. All right?
Gays and Juneteenth.
Freedom for everybody. I don't know why I do a southern accent when that happens. I don't know. My ancestry, But I hate when, I don't like to say hate either because that's a strong word, but I really strongly dislike when like a certain part of history or a group that's been marginalized or something in the, something becomes like a trend almost. Sure. It goes mainstream and then people kind of like flip the script and make it about them. And then that's kind of how I feel like Juneteenth has like become and why it is. But I can't like get mad because then I'm also like, oh, well, I'm glad that it's bringing awareness. But I just hate the reactionary part. You know what I mean?
You gotta know what you're mad about.
Yeah, like
it sounds like you're. It sounds like you're not upset about the recognition and you're not upset about the holiday. You are annoyed at the trendiness of it.
Yeah,
which some people are
like
sort of riding a
chase.
trend.
I'm like, bro, that's not the point.
And it's like, we're riding that. We're chasing the
like,
clout.
Look at me. I'm like,
good.
Stop making things about you.
Yeah.
That's with anything in this.
I think that's totally fair.
Day and
I don't
age.
think that's
social media has really been a big component to that whole idea.
Yeah, sure.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We get serious on Shotcast. I said that last episode. The last episode we were talking about the Holocaust and shit. We got crazy. Yeah.
Pro or anti?
I can't say because I'm under an NDA, but yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, I am converting though to make up for it. But geez, man.
What did you think about slavery? Like, were you like,
what do you know
about? What do you know about it?
What do I know about?
What are your feelings about it?
Oh,
how do you feel when I ask that?
When you just asked that?
I've tried to tell jokes on stage about slavery, and white
people
are not into it. Can you believe it?
And I'm like, wow, you're so loud online.
You're saying this as you've tried some slavery jokes, and I respect it.
Oh, no. Yeah, could you imagine? It's weird. No, it's because I host a lot more these days, and a lot of like black comics come on, and just the late shows, and so they make jokes about slavery, and there's also, I don't know why this is, there's also a lot of Jewish comics that they make Holocaust jokes, and the audience can be like going with it and vibing, and then as soon as they drop those, they like kind of tense up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, there's still like such a weird natural, I guess, hesitation for people because they like, they feel awkward or uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, whenever you dip into those sort of areas, like you gotta write it in a way that gives them permission to laugh. Yeah, and it's really hard. I mean, like, every group has that. Except probably for white dudes. Yeah. Just for natural reasons. But like, I'm sure women like to talk about periods and rape And,
well, that's a thing.
and it's like, that's totally fine. Like, talk about those things.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get laughs because people get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about slavery because people get uncomfortable. It's hard
Yeah.
to talk about...
Which is weird because I'm like,
it's hard
you
to talk about
weren't
the
there.
Holocaust.
Like, I get
Of course,
it.
but no one wants to seem like a bad person, you know? So it's about empathy with them. It's like, hey, I get that what I'm saying is real, and no one's mad at, you know, if you did a rape joke, no one's mad at you for doing a rape joke.
Yeah.
But like, they might feel a little uncomfortable because they're like, oh, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. And so there's just some empathy and some craftsmanship in the writing that you need to do, and that's just hard.
Otherwise, you create a little hesitation station.
Yeah, I say the N word on stage a lot. Not in like a.
I know a lot of comics that do that,
but in a real confronting way, not in like a. And I was like, nigga, this nigga.
Oh, you were in a confrontation?
Like no, like I'll use it in a way that is deliberate, with maybe a hard ER, just to really emphasize something. Right?
Okay.
And like, you know, it takes some finesse.
Yeah.
To get white people to laugh at it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
sometimes they don't, and I'm like, that's cool. Hey, this is a 70% of the time joke. That's fine.
Yeah. On that note. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. And those topics, you know, can be done really well or kind of not well. I've seen it really go south, and I've seen it go north. That's a Civil War joke. But
I didn't hear you.
There's
oh, you said north? That's funny.
So yeah. Anyway.
I tried to even it, and then I just
No,
spilled a bunch.
it's fine. It's fine. That's the end of the bottle, peeps. Damn. But there's what is it? There's a good
well, this is the shot that we take with no reaction.
Oh my gosh,
remember.
I'm gonna react so much now. There's a good take on like jokes of that nature. And I just had an example in my head, but I fucking lost it, so I'm not gonna do it because I don't know what it is. But there's definitely a finesse to making it. You gotta be crafty. I feel like a lot of people.
What's your edgiest joke?
My edgiest joke
ever? Not even that you're doing right now, but edgiest joke ever attempted.
My God, there's a lot. I mean,
I'll think of mine also.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely.
I can think of one of mine.
I mean, my Plan B joke's not that offensive now. That's pretty accepted by society at this point. I guess maybe my dad thinking that I was gonna be a boy because they read the ultrasound wrong, which is a thing apparently.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a gender-based joke, which is a sensitive time to be kind of doing that in this world. So basically, I say, you know, like I'm one of 3 girls, and my my parents thought I was going to be a boy, and I was like, you know, I think I would have been the favorite if I was a son. And I was like, you know, don't worry, I don't have a dick. I know that can change at any moment. Like kind of riff with the whole transgender thing. So it's a bit sensitive, especially now because it's more timely, I suppose. But and then I basically just say, you know, he, you know, even though it didn't happen and I was a girl, he still kind of pretended it did. So, you know, I'd come home from school and he's like, let's have a catch.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what? And my sister's at ballet. And I'm like, before you guys say, you know, boys could do ballet too, one of my sisters actually did strip for a bit. And so just be careful what you put your kids in, you know?
Sure.
And then I'm like, you know, they traded in the horizontal poles for vertical ones.
I like that.
And and then I'm like, but you know, there's also I was like, it's better than Broadway. Like there's a mix of stuff with like gay,
and this
trans,
and this works, or this is something you've tried and you're done with it?
I just tried it once when I was hosting. I was like riffing at the top, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, because the crowd was like hot, and I was like, I'm gonna test this out.
Went pretty good,
and it went well.
Oh,
yeah, and it was mostly an older crowd, so I was like, that makes sense, because I feel like older crowds are more like, you know, in their ways, and they're like, yeah, fuck this transgender, you know, this whole like, you know, you can be whatever you want to be world.
Sure.
So it might have been a favor to me, and I got to try it more. But it was, I guess that's my most controversial.
I say keep it going.
Yeah.
I say keep trying it.
I'm going to take that on the road.
Yeah. My
What's
I don't know
yours?
if this is my most controversial, but
do you want a shot before or after?
After. The one that came to mind was I did this joke. I get into it real quick. I just being like, you don't hear a lot of don't drop the soap jokes anymore. I think that's because of the rise of popularity in body wash. Like,
that's good.
If you put body wash and you drop it and then you try to pick it up,
oh, no one's trying to.
Nigga, you gay. Like, that's you want that shit. All right, so that's good enough.
You're like Head and Shoulders. What about Head and Buttocks? Sponsor.
That's so dumb. I'm gonna steal that from you.
Take it.
And then the next thing
I thought you were gonna say because of Epstein, and I don't know why.
I don't know, and that's okay. I agree.
Yeah.
I co-sign whatever you say. And then the thing that I wanted to get to, the idea that I thought was funny at that point was like, now that I'm in the area of prison rape, is to be like, I get nervous when I have sex for the first time, so sometimes my dick doesn't work. To the point where, like, if I was in prison and everyone was like, "Hey, that guy just dropped the soap.
You're up.
You got to go fuck him in the butt." I would be like, "Oh God, just give me a minute," like that.
Don't look.
I'm not saying this works. I'm just saying that's a really funny idea, but I don't know how.
Yeah, there's something there.
There's something there, but I don't know how to, like, it's a lot. It's really a lot. Because that's the thing. That's the empathy part is like, listen, it's a lot. I'm really asking a lot of you.
Take this journey with me,
I
please.
hope y'all can see that it would be funny if I was better, but I'm not there. So just, that's pretty funny. The idea of, like, you're being, like, hey, you're up. Like you're saying, you're up. And I'm like, just give me a minute.
Hold on one second.
I'm trying.
They only have cold water in these showers.
Yeah.
You could.
So that made some folks uncomfortable from time to time.
Oh my God, yeah, I bet. Yeah, they're like, oh God, where's this going? But
it's going exactly where you think it is.
Yeah, you're like nowhere fast.
Take this shot, no reaction.
Oh, okay. Also, I was saying, you could compare, when people are like, oh, I have coke dick, I can't get hard, whatever. You could be like, like if, who was a big, I guess Pablo Escobar. You could change it to a different perspective and be like, he did a lot of cocaine. You'd be like, imagine Pablo in prison. He was like, hang on one second, I got limp dick.
Sure, yeah.
Doing lines.
I like that.
Something. I don't know.
Good.
Change perspectives.
I think that's something. I'm not going to remember that.
Test it out. Sorry, we'll listen back.
Texas tap.
All
remember,
right, no reaction. Okay. Oscar-worthy performance coming right up. Did I do it? Did I react?
You did it until you asked, did I do it? And then you made the face.
Oh, God, I can't help it.
Trying to not make the face made it taste better.
I did because I was focusing on my face and not my throat.
You're focusing on the wrong thing. That's what it is.
I took it all out of me. You know when you like spit or swallow? That's a funny punchline. Rick, where were you on that soundboard?
Like I said, give me a minute. Hey, come on. Is that something? Is that anything?
You know when your spit goes down the wrong pipe?
Mm-hmm. Been there. Been there.
Sorry, you're going to have to really desanitize these.
And you hate Dr. Pepper too?
Nothing like 23 unknown flavors to cure your fucking taste buds. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Ooh.
So we have 7 more minutes. Ask me.
We do.
Ask me something, kind of.
I've been asking everything. Okay.
Ask me some things.
Ask me something later. Well, I guess we can plug you. Do you have any shows coming up? Any things on the road?
When's this coming
fun? Out? What the fuck, man?
When's this coming out?
Probably Monday or Tuesday, like a week from today.
I'll be in Atlanta
Yeah?
the week this comes out, and I'll be doing a lot of shows in Atlanta.
What clubs or places?
Random bar shows,
Yeah.
the Laughing Skull Lounge, I believe. But I've got several shows, so I'll be in Atlanta. So if you're in Atlanta, hit up my Instagram, TJ Groce, Groce. I'll probably make a post and just do the post.
Yeah.
Where everyone's like, here's all my shows.
The gross post.
It feels silly to do.
I know. I hate self-promotion.
I really do. I don't, and that's the reason I don't do it. And I don't know if it hurts. I don't know if it helps. I don't know if it hurts. I don't know if it's neutral, but I don't really do it.
I know. It's really annoying.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's a lot to keep up with too.
Yeah.
Like with all the channels, it's like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page, which is like, why am I doing this for everyone's grandma? And then
when I've taken a break from it right now.
Yeah.
But when I did, Facebook wasn't even on the menu.
I know mine. I just started it like a couple months ago, just because I saw a Gary Vee video and he's like, if you're not posting on Facebook, you are missing out. And I was like, I trust everything you say.
Gary Vee?
Yeah, I don't know. I like him. He reminds me of like a really coked up Smurf.
I see what you mean. He's you gotta take with a grain of salt, people. Anyone who says that they know everything, you gotta take with a grain of salt.
Well, yeah, it's not like the Bible.
But he pretends like he's the Bible.
Yeah, but I honestly think that
didn't he get where he is because like his daddy?
Oh, really? I don't know his
background.
background.
It's like he has he's not like a
I haven't researched
rags to riches
I
shit.
don't want to
it's
find
like
the truth.
it's not a rags to riches story.
I purposely didn't dig into that. I just wanted to believe, But he
do your own research,
Yeah, I know.
Like with the vaccine, do your own research.
DIY everything in life. But I don't know. I just always, I think I followed him originally because I really liked his videos where he was like, you're 30, you're still so young. You're 40, you have so much more to do and give. You're 50, you're only halfway through life. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so young still. Like, that was literally the only reason.
I think you feel old when you're in a space you're not supposed to be in. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I've been here for a year now.
Dude, that's crazy.
I know. Look at me.
Wow.
Look at me.
Look at you go.
Look at me.
You're soaring.
On Shotcast, 1 year in. Can you believe it?
Yeah, he's been asking for months.
I've really been hounding you. And I've been here for a year, and whenever I was in Austin, I felt kind of like an old dude.
In Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I moved here and I was like, oh, I'm young again.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I wish I was an old dude again.
Really?
Yeah, because whenever you're old, it's you feel more solid.
I feel like it's complacent.
No, you there's that.
Yeah.
You feel complacent, you feel a little like, oh, I wish I could be doing something else, but at least you feel stable. Here I feel like I'm floating.
Yeah, this is honestly New York City is like Never Neverland,
Mhm.
It's just forever. Everyone walking around is Peter Pan, unhinged.
Mhm.
It's a lot. Then you see some homeless Tinkerbells. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So I that's what I think, because I have some friends at home.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
has anyone visited? Like,
my brother has.
You're like,
My brother
and
has.
that's it.
My brother has.
And that's it. Do you just have the one brother?
Yeah, I just got one brother.
Okay. Older, younger?
Older.
All right.
He's 2.5 years older than me. So I'm about to turn 31, and he just turned 33.
Lucky 33.
Yeah. So he's about to come next month. He just told me he's coming
For fucking Christmas?
Yeah, for Christmas. He's gonna pop in here, and then we're probably both gonna fly back to Texas. I mean, to get quote unquote together. But,
yeah. No, it's nice. It's nice if it's a sibling, I guess. You kind of like vibe, chill, do whatever.
Here's the thing. So we were just texting today, and he's like, he's come and visited me before here.
Yeah.
And we spent a good amount of time here.
Yeah. You're still in Brooklyn?
Yeah,
right?
I'm still in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And then he lives in Spain, and so
Shit. He is a traveler, damn.
Yeah, no, he lives over there. He's for real. He's like, como estas and shit. Like, I don't even understand him anymore.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, and he's coming. He has in front of me been like, hey, we should get oh shit, what's the word in English? I'm like, fuck
No,
you, dude.
bro,
Yeah, he's
that's
like,
too far.
Yeah, he's like, what's the word in English?
Shut the fuck
this
up.
motherfucker don't remember.
He's like, dime.
Hey, and just so I'm not Mexican, I'm not Spanish speaking at all, and neither is
God.
he. He
What
just
a
moved. He was
little
like, "What's the
fucker.
word?" And it was like some, like asparagus or something. He only remembered it in Spanish, and I was like, "Bro, are you
What is
kidding?"
it, asparagus? Like, suck it, dude.
He didn't remember. He just genuinely didn't
my
remember. Anyway,
God.
but the point is, he's come here, but now he said his girlfriend's gonna come,
Oh,
and so
is she Spanish?
she's Spanish,
Yeah.
and so whenever he's come before, I'm always like, "Yeah, I have a blow up mattress. Come stay on my floor."
Now we
it's
got a
like
twofer.
now we got a twofer, and then we're kind of talking about like figuring out how to everyone stay in a 2-bedroom apartment with
That's a
also with my
lot.
roommate.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a mess, but I think it's listen, I like crowded slumber parties, and I like
It's a holiday.
I like
you know?
I like saving money as well,
Yeah,
even if
true.
it's their money.
Yeah, I like to save other people's money. That'll be fun.
I think it'll be good.
My
And I like him. I like his girlfriend. We all
Oh,
get,
you met her
yeah. We all
Oh.
get we all get along. I mean, I was there in June, and we all hung out for
for
like a week.
Juneteenth?
For rest in peace for Juneteenth. No, this was for music.
They flew in from
This
Spain.
is for a music This is for a music festival. So I think this is early June. So this is pre-June.
Okay. All right. Stupid alarm. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with you. All right. Well, I guess that marks our time. We did plugs. We did intros. We did butt plugs. We did everything here. Oh my! Is there a little dribble left?
No, there's nothing left.
Oh.
I thought we could do a pretend one.
To the ghosts.
I got a little taste of something.
Oh gosh. All right, Tyler Groce, everybody. It's been real.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Slater Hater.
I had a
Follow
good time.
her.
Yeah.
shater@gmail.com. Hit her up.
Yep. Saved by the Bell. Thank you. I know a lot about history. Fantastic.